if it doesn't go in, it doesn't count as a field goal attempt. So they've got other issues that they have to worry about.
And Russ throws it up and in to start the second half for the Lakers. You've got, of course, he did not start the game. Stanley Johnson did. The other four starters are the same. Campaign throws it away momentarily, but it's tapped. Mikal Bridges throws it off balance and in.
And he hurt himself on that play. Looked like he stretched.
He has never missed a game in the NBA. He's one of those guys, Stu. Not a lot of them left.
Yeah, absolutely.
James hits from the outside. 23rd at Minnesota. So LeBron hits. Now his Bridges going the other way, throws it in. So 2 off-balance shots for Bridges, and he's going to get it home. They've won at least 60 games 3 times in franchise history.
Nice home here.
Yeah, didn't
bad.
Very bad pass.
Well, it's a flat-angled cross-court pass, guard to guard. You never have flat.
14 turnovers to 3. 19 points off of turnovers to 3. LeBron James going to try a 3 and hit it.
LeBron now
was Crowder. Instead, it's Booker. Stop and pop and can't hit. Long shot, long rebound. And Bridges, he's okay. I think he's all right.
Yeah, he's definitely baskets.
Last 20 games, he's averaging almost 18 points and shooting almost 58%. Lakers moving it on the perimeter. Malik Monk. Spin. Oh, good pass under to LeBron. Malik made that one happen. He has been good tonight. He does have 11 points, one of 4 in double figures. Crowder comes right back. Hits from downtown for Phoenix. 18, 11, and 8. Remember, they had an 18-game win streak right near the top of the season to set a tone. And last year, of course, you could have written them off and said, oh, it's just because they stayed healthy. I mean, they're for real now. We knew that. We know that. Here is Reeves laying it up and in.
Nice little back
assist. This Phoenix team, the road-heavy stretch begins Tuesday in New Orleans. Oh, right around Russ, who never had a chance. On so many timeouts, they've only got 2 left in the game. Lob jam. Throw it down, Dwight.
Nice setup by Malik.
Had to miss. Payne has 10 assists. By the way, Dwight needs some help and finds it in the form of LeBron. Baseline Russ finishes with the left hand, who you have often said this year that's his best finishing hand.
I think so. I mean, he really does a better job finishing with his left than he does with his right.
Crowder, now to Payne. Picked that time by Ayton. 10 still to shoot, so plenty of time. Booker going to go cross court to the wide open Crowder.
That's what I was just talking about. The Lakers are changing baskets. They just scored a 2. The Suns come down and score a 3. So you never cut into the lead.
Yeah, the biggest was 28. It's been in the 20s basically since they forged to that lead in the first quarter. Russ gets doubled up. Russ in the paint. Lakers standing around a bit. Malik Monk creates a little space. The rebound's going to be to Cameron Payne. He went to Murray State for a couple of years. He's a 27-year-old.
Boy, Crowder took his eye off the ball.
You got the most important thing, the basketball. Monk kick it out to LeBron. 3-pointer's good. So he nearly falls into the front row. Well, again, LeBron doing the heavy lifting. 26 points.
He can't lift that heavy, though.
Yeah, double more than anybody else on the team. Spin, shoot, score. Trading buckets. Just trading buckets. And again, 100 with 5.5 to play in the third.
Now we have almost 80 at half.
They're shooting 57.5%. Lakers have gone up to 46%. LeBron nearly came down with it. Now Russ from the outside. Got to get a bounce, just not. Ayton controls it. Lakers from beyond the arc are 9 for 24. Booker, count if it goes, and it goes. And one foul on Reeves. Devin Booker, 26 points.
They're going to get the foul on Malik Monk from behind with the minutes that he's played throughout his career when you add in the playoffs. I mean, he has got some minutes on his body.
And he's 30 minutes this year. I mean, this year in the league.
It's unreal.
Yeah, I mean, they were throwing in words, incredible, unbelievable, epic. Speaking of that performance at 37 the other night when he scored 50, had 28 in the second half. Lakers scored over 70 in that second half against the Wizards.
The zone.
And it's travel and a turnover. Mike, I just mentioned all the minutes Stu did too for the great LeBron James.
Yeah, and the thing to factor in too is that he's played more playoff minutes than anybody ever, over 11,000. And actually had a chance to talk to the great Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for an NBA Twitter Spaces thing last week. He's the only guy, as Phoenix gets a bucket, that's played more minutes on the court than LeBron, including regular season and postseason. And asked him kind of what the key to his longevity was, and he said he would take Stu about 2 weeks off in the summer, and that was it. Other than that, he was working on his body. He was stretching. He was doing some early weight-type training before anybody else was. And he doesn't get enough credit for that, maybe, how much he put into it off the court,
and
too.
all minutes are not created equal. I mean, because when you're a perimeter-type player, you're running around the perimeter, and not to take anything away from centers, but they generally ran in a straight line, and it's just a little bit different. So milestone, don't get me wrong, but it's amazing that he can do what he's doing as he just knocked down another three.
Hey, Mike, how'd that go with Kareem Cap the other night? That's pretty special for you to be able to host that.
No, it was great talking to him, and as you guys both know, not only does he have everything to say about basketball, but such an influential person off of the court. He talked about all the issues that he's fought for over the years, Stu, being